Hey guys, welcome back to K&S Get Out. It's been a little foggy this morning, still cool, and we got the rain that we needed, which is great. Yeah, we needed it really bad. We were kicking up dust bad, and we wanted all the green to come in.
Yeah.
And pop.
It's definitely popping around here.
Oh yeah, it's wonderful. Speaking of which, we want to go down and check out Goatville today. But before we do that, we got to charge the batteries on somebody real quick. So let's go do that and then take him down there to see the other goats.
Okay. Good morning. Did you think that we were never gonna come back for you?
Never, ever, no way. Mom, feeding chair, right here, right here.
Right here, all right.
We gotta charge your batteries up, little guy.
Let's get you recharged and ready to play.
What did we do, 16 ounces this morning?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. How are you?
You gotta let some air get in there. There you go.
Charging.
Recharge.
Charging. Is it nice to not have to fight him to get the bottle in his mouth anymore? It is. There's no hesitation.
No, he runs right to the chair and starts eating. He's also done this with his electrolytes too. We've started giving him some water with electrolytes, and he loves that too.
Yeah, because we got another bottle with another nipple on it when we gave him just straight water, and he kind of goes back and forth between the water and the milk, but wanted to step it up a little bit, huh, mister? I'm busy.
It's like
10 ounces down.
Yeah, I gotta chug.
Chug. Well, if you guys saw it over on our Facebook and our Instagram and our shorts over here on YouTube, we made a little jungle gym for the guy.
Not we, Kyle.
Yeah, that would be me. Yeah, this is my shed, and he is getting kicked out. Eviction is coming, and he knows that. We've had to talk about it, but we've had all this rain. I haven't been able to work on the things that I need to out there, and he hasn't been able to play because goats don't like rain. No, they're way too pretty for that, apparently. So I built him this little jungle gym, and we're learning to eat hay, we're learning to eat solids, and this thing has been fantastic. It also helps keep him off of my laptop and speaker system over there because he really enjoys jumping up there. Dual purpose, right?
Yes.
Oops. What happened, little guy?
Thank you.
He says nothing. I don't know what you're talking about.
He's chugged almost this whole bottle. Hey, could you stop? Really?
So selfishly, do you know what has been really nice about the cooler weather and the rain?
What's that?
We haven't had any wasps. Not a single one.
I didn't even think about that.
I don't even know how long it's been, like a week or so.
Yeah, I don't really pay as close attention to that as you do.
You're not on my wasp count radar with me?
I'm not. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. You should see the animals out here. We know you're up there with little Spruce.
Yeah.
What are we down? We got about, that's at least 12, maybe 13, 14 ounces in them. Oh.
Good job.
He says, I got to find the oxygen in my system. Hey,
ready
buddy,
to run it off?
We got sunshine today. Do you want to go out and see the sunshine? There we go.
Come on, Spruce.
That's the thing I was talking about. I just threw those scraps over there, and every time he comes out,
come on.
He says, I got to do a kickflip off it.
Well, come on. Let's wander around a little bit.
You're going to go see the big goats and Mr. Hercules here in a minute, buddy.
I might have to go get him.
What you doing, buddy?
You're so fast. You're so fast.
Did you want some water?
Do you want to go see your friends?
I think this is my second or third piece of scrap wood that I've tried out. We haven't been able to work on the spruce hut because of the rain. And you guys threw a lot of great comments out there about like hinging the roof and things because we were talking about concerns cleaning it. So I had to go back to the drawing board a little bit, and I'm trying not to overdo it. And I may put a temporary solution in place to just have it ready for him to spend time out here during the day. And then I can work on a nice hinged roof that I approve of.
That you approve of.
Yeah, I can't just throw it on there. It's got to be.
Well, of course not.
Yeah. So now that it's drying up, I mean, it's still wet out here, isn't it, Mr. Spruce? It's still a little wet out here, but I think maybe the latter part of today, I should be able to work on it a bit. I'll go with you.
He's such an explorer. Has to check everything out. He says, hi, Herc.
Doing the time trials. All right, buddy. Hey, big boy.
You're so silly.
Hey, big boy, stay in here. We're coming in here today, okay? Hi, buddy. How are you? Yeah. I know it. I know it. Hi, Spruce. Yes, I see you.
How big these horns are getting, Mario.
Mr. Hercules doesn't even know there's mud on the ground. Stay down,
Look
Bubba.
how big your horns are. No.
Now look at the girls over there. That reminds me of something. We need to talk about Mama Peach a little bit.
Yeah, we do.
We got some things on the calendar that Shannon and I've been tracking, and so we need to talk to you about potential goat kids in the future. We'll get back to that. But they're over there just hanging out. Spruce, hey, let's not square up to
That's
him
not
yet.
somebody you want to fight with, little dude.
Good boy, Mario. Yeah. No. Oh, you want to fight with me instead? Is that what you're saying? Mr. Mario. Yeah. You know, Hercules. My buddy boy, how'd everybody do last night? We saw you guys getting along really well this morning. Goats were eating hay and you were just letting them do it. Yes, my good boy. He says we're still...
Spruce. He's like, I'm brave. I'm brave. Hi, sugar. I see you.
Look at this. Wow. Wow, you don't do that, do you? I know that didn't look like much, but he never runs Mario off of Ouija, the girls, nothing. I have never seen that where he just nipped at Mario and said, hey, why don't you get out of here and not mess with my little Spruce. That's
He says,
pretty
that's
cute.
my buddy. Leave
That's
him
my
alone.
boy. That's my good boy. Yeah, it's not real common. And Shannon and I've been reading a lot, and there's so many different layouts of who, you know, which goats you put with who. And Herc says, this is my goat. Hey, Bubba.
Be gentle.
But it's not real common to have your billies or your bucks in with your kids, or a lot of times even with mamas, because they start to get aggressive. But Mario's been really good for us, for the most part. I say that, and he's probably going to do something we don't want him to, but he's been really good for us. So he stays in with the herd for now. Shannon and I will address that in the future as our herd grows. But right now, everybody's just been getting along really, really well. And then Mr. Spoiled Spruce is going to come in and change the dynamic, aren't you, buddy?
100%.
He says, I will take my own goat palace, thank you. What's this? This is like the scaled version, right? Weege. How are you, buddy? We've left this open since I got this built. I think that was a couple, 3 days ago. And so we've left this open because, you know, I kind of wanted the curiosity for them to wear off. They could come in here and check it out. And really the only time they come in here anymore is when we're down here and in here with them.
Yep.
So that's great.
Except Herc has been in here. I see some piles laying around.
Yeah, Herc likes to mark his smells. However, when we got home last night, we saw a coyote up at the front of the property, which from here, across the valley past Goatville, you know, the hill goes back up, you know, it ran into the woods. So he knows, Herc can smell that stuff, and he knows what's out here, and he's sure to let them know that he's here.
What do you think, Mario?
My tree. Yeah, we didn't really like that piece of bark either. Oh, thank you. There's water in the tree. There's water in the leaves on that he's knocking down.
Oh, that's funny.
He got me good, didn't he? Hi, buddy. Get in that spot, Mario. Ouija's trying to snack on my shirt. Why do you do that? Did Grandpa teach you that? That's a Grandpa thing, isn't it? He'd let you sneak up behind him on the porta hut and nibble on his jackets. Good thing I wore brown pants down here, huh? Let your dirt and mud just fade in. Oh boy, it's my big boy.
It is so incredible how he uses the tree to sharpen his horns, but then he's also getting the bark off of there.
Oh yeah. Well, then what'd you read? What, some 93% of their horn growth is completed by about a year and a half?
Yeah.
So how old
And
are
then
you,
it
buddy?
slows down drastically.
You're just a little over a year old, aren't you? How much more are these things gonna grow? They're so big. You know the nice thing about that is though, whenever he's being aggressive with food and whatnot,
It's really easy to grab a hold of
I've
him.
got a handle just kind of hold on to, and he just kind of stands there with me like, yep, I know I can't do anything. There it is, there's that coordination. Spruce, what do you think, buddy? Does this be your outdoor playhouse while the weather's nice?
We are not finished with this yet. We got a lot of comments about how the gaps in between these boards is too big and he can slip in there and fall and all that. We're not done yet.
No.
We plan on putting a floor in here to secure it, make it a lot more rigid, but it's all just a matter of time. So we will be putting something down to make that much more secure. We don't want anybody's legs or feet falling through and hurting them or anything like that. Plus, I don't think that little guy can lay down and be comfortable with gaps that big.
Yeah, the original design definitely has a flooring. You know, just like with the pallets up there, we put planks in between the planks so that they wouldn't break a leg or anything and they could lay comfortably. But it got rained on, didn't it, buddy? And with the temperature as low as it's been at night, as much as I don't want to give up my shed, right now that shed is serving a perfect nursery for him, and it's easy for Shannon and I to get in and out of to feed him all throughout the day.
At
night. And not have to come and stir up all the animals. So it's provided a benefit to us as well. Yeah, I know he squares up to you. Good boy, you're okay. Well, Spruce, you were charging him, you know. He says, I know, but I'm tougher than him.
He just jumped off of me.
I tell you what, Herc is in a bit of a different mindset when Spruce is down here.
You are, aren't you?
I mean, he's always good, but he's very, he's checking on us and checking on Spruce. Hey, buddy. Hey. Spruce is telling him, says, I'm gonna be bigger than you one day, Luigi.
Yep, he's got to learn somehow, doesn't he, Luigi?
I'll teach him. He's so handsome. He's a completely different goat since we've added to the family and the herd.
Oh, yeah.
He's got brother's attention off of him as far as being picked on.
Be gentle with him, Herc.
Herc says, look, I'll keep the big goats off you, but I still got to keep you in line here, mister. Herc, good boy. That's a good boy. Be nice to him. Yeah, that's a good boy. Yes, sir. Thank you. He's charging him.
Yep. Hey, my legs are here.
Oh, he slobbered his back and then rubbed it in with his paw.
Did you get him? Did you mark him as yours?
He said, I told everybody he's mine.
Hey, didn't you say that they had made some new pads down in Goatville? I kind of want to check to see how much they're actually eating down there.
I spent some time down in there a couple days ago and I was surprised. You want to go take a look?
Yeah, I do.
Pretty cool. Hey, can we go down to Goatville, take the goats, and leave little guy up here? We're gonna let him run around in here for a bit by himself, okay? I know he's gonna cry.
We'll see how he does for the first time on his own.
He's gonna cry. We're gonna hear about it. I know it. Oh, never can come out of this place clean, huh?
Come on, Luigi.
He's already trying to follow us. I had to grab him on the way out.
You're getting so big, Spruce.
You're getting so big.
Well, that's sweet.
He says, don't leave me up here. We're just gonna test it, okay, buddy? I might need to stay up here with him.
Oh.
Okay. We'll be back after this short break.
Yeah. Who's got who wrapped around their hoof?
Well, I don't have any hooves. I got him wrapped around mine, right?
Are you sure?
Oh, that's my ear. He's trying to pierce it. Why is he enjoying this position so much?
You know, I honestly don't know. I'm a little surprised by that.
He's relaxing his body, and I can actually hear his breathing slowing down. That's my ear. That's my ear.
Come here, Herc.
Go on. Go that way. Go this way. Go, 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 go. Okay.
Well, what happened?
Spruce says, I can hang with the big goats. Look at my moves. Yo. So we know if we take Hercules down there that eventually the goats will come down. The boys will come pretty soon, and then we got to give it a little time for the girls. But too many ticks and things down there. And after the rain, of course, we want to make sure there's no snakes or anything that could hurt you. So you're going to stay up here for just a little bit, okay? Yeah, we'll be back up in just a few minutes. What do you think? Attaboy. Everybody out? Yo.
I knew that was going to happen. I was surprised you didn't do the bungee.
I forgot about the bungee. Yeah, my bungee latch. All right, Spruce.
They did some work on that spool last night, didn't they?
Yeah. Mama, he's not yours, baby. It's okay.
I think she's just trying to check you out, Spruce. He's like, wait, what happened?
Yeah, we haven't done this yet, have we? I'm afraid technically he could squeeze out. He's going potty. That's what he does when we put him back in the crate.
Yeah.
He always goes pee as a first. He's like, here, is this what you were wanting? I did it. Herc, you checking things out for us? Are we clear? You know how we test the fence, don't you? Up, yep, it's working.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, if you guys were with us, what was it, last year when we came down and cut that line through?
Yeah, it was last year.
This is coralberry. And this stuff is probably, the shorter stuff is up to about my waist. So what, 3 feet high or so? Maybe a little higher. And then some of the taller stuff will get up to my shoulders. And that is exactly what goatville looked like last year. But these guys are doing a fantastic job, especially Mario with his ninja skills. He does like to show off.
He's figured out how to flip trees over.
He says, ever since you got that little goat, I really gotta show my skill here. I have seen him chest bump one of those and walk it all the way over just so he can then scoot up and eat the leaves. Here we go, all right. Oh, put the belly on it, yep. Are you heavy enough?
Oh my gosh.
He says, this is a pretty big one.
Oh, look, Mama and Luigi
Atta
right
boy.
here.
Boy, you better be real.
Oh, no.
That hurts me watching. But yeah, they're smart enough to know he's about to bring one down for him.
I was like, hey, do that again.
Hey, look up the hill.
I see that.
She's sneaking down. Still working on her acclimation of Blue Eyes and Mr. Hercules. She's got to understand his job and vice versa.
They say thanks, Mario.
Poor guy, goodness.
Oh,
You got to stay on it,
you
man.
gotta keep pushing it down.
So, needless to say, they do have a great time down here and they've got plenty to eat. If you remember a few videos back, I talked about how we cut out the morning feedings for a while and we noticed that really early in the morning, they loved to come down here. All 4 of the adult goats would come down. Herc would stay up there and just kind of keep an eye on things. And they grazed. They grazed a whole lot more than I was giving them credit for until I came and inspected after we started getting the rain. So I don't know how well you're going to be able to tell, but all those little skinny plants and sticks that you see, that's all coralberry. That's all the exact same stuff as this here.
Yeah, it looked like they weren't really doing much, but if you look at how thick all of this is compared to all of this up here, they really are doing a lot of work.
I agree. Well, and I hadn't seen them. I knew whenever we first brought them down, they were eating the berries off the coralberry. On to the next one. They were eating the old berries off of it from last season, but then can you hear Mr. screaming? Uh-oh.
Somebody getting stuck over there?
You caught in a vine, dude. So I was concerned that they just wanted the berries from the coral berries, but I witnessed firsthand, like that right there, they are totally eating the leaves off of it too.
Oh, yeah.
You're okay. That's a good boy. Good job. I know it. I know you're embarrassed. I know it. He says, don't show that on the video. I didn't make that mistake. Now, honey, if you fall from there, you're going in that electric fence. Come here. No. Come this way. Come here.
He's like, hey.
Come over here. It's over there. Look. I don't know.
Go check on him, Herc.
I don't think our microphones are going to pick it up, but Spruce is up there at the top of his lungs, at the top of his register,
just screaming.
Whatever that thing is called, and he's letting us hear it. It's good for him though. He needs to learn how to be out here in that pen. Herc tried a couple leaves and can't figure out what all the fuss is about.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Where's Blue?
She kind of, last time, waited until we were all the way down here. She may have gone back up and laid down for a minute. Oh no, she's creeping down. Let's see if this will stay if I take my foot off of it.
Come on, Blue. These are some happy goats right here.
Yeah.
Well, all except one. Okay. I'm caving. I'm gonna go get him.
You can't do it, can you?
Nope.
What if he falls asleep?
I don't think he's gonna fall asleep.
What if he realizes we'll be back?
So you don't want me to go get him?
Maybe we should have a conversation about getting goat kids. We have had a lot of comments on Facebook and YouTube alike and Instagram, wherever, that having Spruce has motivated people like, hey, I have got to go get me a baby goat. And you know what you see on YouTube and our videos and everything, you see all the fun stuff. You see the cute times, you see when he's being good, you see when we feed him, but there's a lot of responsibility to it. Would you agree?
Oh yeah, definitely.
And a lot of limitations as far as like how long you can leave the farm, and you know, they don't have goat sitters listed on the websites like they do babysitters. So you got to figure out.
Although we have had some subscribers offer to come goat sit for us.
I might take him up on it. He's a good little boy, but boy, he's back there screaming. Hey, don't move abruptly, but you got somebody sneaking in behind you.
Hi, pretty girl. Hi.
You missed a whole tree, honey.
You want to get in there on that? Mama's getting close to that fence over there, isn't she?
Yeah, she went through it twice. We don't think she got hit, and then she got hit real good one time. I have not witnessed her touch it since.
Mario's a pro at pushing those little trees over.
Yeah. Goodness gracious. Big stretch. And this is what I'm talking about. You can see the new growth of the grass there. That's where the goats have eaten it. And I, of course, had to kill it off to put in the electric fence. But they keep it down. The moment it comes up, they graze our grass. And that is what it would look like if they didn't. In fact, I've got to bring the weed eater probably later today. I'm going to trim this stuff back. I do check it with the fault finder, and the voltage is there. And of course, I touch it every day and make sure it's working. But that's the difference goats make, at least our goats, in their clearing abilities versus untouched. And it's exactly what we wanted them to do, be our natural organic mowers, so that I didn't have to come down here and fight the ticks and the poison ivy.
It's really incredible, the difference between the two.
Isn't it though?
You think they're not doing anything, and then you walk down here and it's like, oh, they're doing some work.
Oh yeah. And we do have some people that have told us that their goats don't eat grass, like they won't actually graze with their heads down. And I think a lot of that's going to have to do with your terrain and where you live, you know, and what you have available to them. Ours absolutely eat grass. In fact, that was the first thing they hit when we first started letting them down here. They were hanging out on those trunks up there, and they would keep all of this at bay right here. I've actually had to come in with a weed eater on the other side to cut that down so it didn't fall over onto the fence. But looks like we might have to get some more goats to put out there.
I don't think we need more goats just yet.
Are you sure? Look
I'm
at all
sure.
that. Do you want to weed eat that? I don't want to.
I'm just saying.
Well, how about this? Maybe instead of getting more goats, we create them.
We need to talk about little mama.
So there have been a lot of Google searches of late on Shannon's and my phones about pregnant goats. And we have a calendar inside the camper, but we keep on that calendar when Spruce was born and when he moved up from this amount of food to that amount of food. And on there, we've started tracking some other things, one of which is our goat's love life. That's weird, I know. But we do want to know when mama was in heat. And last time she was in heat, I forgot to look at it before we came out, but it was about 3 weeks ago. Well, she should be going back into heat, but as of right now, she's not. She's also exhibiting a little bit different personality. You know, they say when a doe gets pregnant that they are likely to take on a personality change temporarily, and typically further into the gestation period, which for goats is about 5 months. So she would only be about, I believe, about a month pregnant. Actually, today's the 28th. So she'd be about 3.5 weeks, almost 4 weeks in. And we just don't know. She's, you know, obviously bringing her out here, her personality changed anyway because she had to get reacclimated with everybody, or acclimated to begin with. So it's hard to know what is her natural personality progression versus what may be due to her being pregnant. I don't know. Some of our research has told us that the bucks will potentially treat them differently, in some cases become aggressive or keep them out of the grain and whatnot. Well, Mario's just that way with all goats and food. But I did see him running her out of the hay a few times. It kind of surprised me, but it's not consistent. I don't know that I can trust his attitude to give me a sign, but I will say there have been times that he's actually shown more compassion toward her. He goes over and checks on her. They'll cuddle a little closer at night. I mean, nobody can get between he and Luigi, but she's right there. So as far as we know, from her former farm, she has kidded before, and she's about 4 years old. And they made it sound like she's had multiple sets. So there are some things that if it's their very first pregnancy that are going to be more prevalent than, you know, second, third, fourth pregnancy. And of course we don't milk her. So milk production is not going to be a sign for us either. But the right side of their bellies on a female and a doe goat is where they carry their babies. However, if she has 2 or potentially 3, that will sneak over into the left side, which is their rumen stomach, and it's really hard to tell. So she may proportionately expand. If not, then we'll keep an eye. I will say that her right side, if you get a profile shot of her, if she ever holds still, her right side does seem to protrude a little bit further than the left. And of course, I looked at a lot of Google images of pygmy goats. She is a pygmy goat. I don't know, you know, what percentage, but you can tell. And they get these really wide, I mean, they almost look about as wide as they are tall whenever they're about 4 or 5 months along. The unfortunate thing is, a lot of my research, they were saying sometimes you just don't know until there's some goat kids in the barn. And that makes sense. A lot of the signs are way easier to see whenever they're further along in the pregnancy. So we don't know for sure, but we're gonna keep an eye on it and we'll keep you guys posted. She seems pretty chill about it. She obviously has a good appetite, but you know, we just got to start paying attention now and kind of comparing the differences over time. Are you hopeful that she neglects the kids and you get to raise a few more bottle
No,
babies?
I'm not. I would love for her to be a good mama and take care of those babies.
Yeah. There's a boy, Mario. Way to be there, Luigi.
Oh my gosh, they're so funny.
Here. Eat.
He says, oh, thanks.
Yeah, no problem. Herc, you want to help me out a little bit? You want to hold it down? You just got to put your foot on mine.
So clumsy.
Can you just put your foot on mine and hold this tree down for him?
Okay, I think we're gonna have to make our way back up to the pen. I can only handle screaming for so long.
Yeah. So all in all, guys, mission accomplished as far as the cleaning and maintenance of Goatville as we get further into summer when this stuff really thickens up. I'm excited to see what it looks like in here.
Check out this pathway they have made. This is definitely their normal running spot.
And look who's first.
Luigi, as usual.
Food. Yeah, I'm also curious if Luigi's pregnant. Atta boy. More of them ninja skills.
He says, I'll help you.
Hey, thanks. You're doing nothing, but good job at it.
Careful. You're so fast.
It gets to smelling pretty good in here after a few wet days.
Yeah. Everybody comes running when they think they're getting fed.
Well, I swept out the wet straw and all the goat matter in the shelter, and I got some of that lime over there that I'd like to spread because I feel like that did a good job last time.
Oh, I do too.
Then we'll let it dry out throughout today.
I can't believe how big he's getting.
You should see him in your arms now. Like if we went back and compared to when you first were holding him and he was just like right here.
Yeah.
Now you're holding him and there's 4 legs. He got a head over here and his hindquarters are over here.
I can definitely feel a difference when I'm holding him.
Yeah, I can't say that I feel a lot of it yet, just because proportionately I don't think he's made that big a difference, but I will tell you, his horns feel like they grow every single day.
Oh yeah.
Every morning when he wakes up, we check his horns. And of course you gotta massage him in case he's feeling sore.
Well, yeah.
You know, he likes to ram on my shins every once in a while just to test him out. He knows how to fling him with his head. I've seen it.
Mm-hmm. He's so patient with him.
Oh, he is. Yeah. Oh, and then there's his daddy's turn. Okay. Okay. Well, guys, the goat life is coming along very well. We are obviously having to do a lot of our own studying of our own goats and then research goats in general. And it is a lot of work, but it brings a lot of joy and we're loving every minute of it. All right, well, now that the rain has stopped, hopefully we can get back to some work and leave these guys in their respective pens while I get some stuff done, okay?
He says, good luck.
Thank you guys so much for your support, and we hope you enjoy seeing these little guys run around and learn as we learn, and we're having a blast. We can't tell you how much we appreciate you coming by. We love and appreciate each and every one of you. And as always, we'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.